start the secret recording. It's been a while. Ugh, why does my voice feel like this? Start streaming as well. Might as well at the same time as we sort of wait for everything to get underway. Have a bit of a stretch. Yeah, haven't streamed for a while. We're getting back into it. More so because... Not because... Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think how I phrase this. Haven't streamed for a while, mostly because I've been busy, but I do miss streaming. Streaming is honestly a lot of good fun. It just takes up a lot of time sometimes. Time which in recent days I've not been having as much. So let's see, streaming feed is up. It is. I really like this new album, by the way, which Chill Hop released. Like, ooh. Anyway, we're going to be playing some hold on, I didn't copy today's itinerary. We're going to be playing some blueprints and then into drawing. I don't know if I'm going to do a double drawing session or a single drawing session because we kind of have 3 weeks left, quote, quote, this month. Next weekend, I think I'm only busy for one of the weekends, but the weekend after that, I'm actually busy on the Saturday. So what will probably happen, I'm thinking. Excuse me. Is I'll stream, obviously, today with a regular distribution. I'll stream next week on Sunday with a regular distribution. And then possibly we might have a catch-up stream on the week following on the Thursday or something. I don't know. Where it would just be drawing and finishing off a thumbnail art. I don't know. Things are up in the air. Hello, Namukitsu. Is my tablet always like this? I feel like I can't see that. I'm sorry, that was so loud. I can't see the Twitch chat very well. But welcome. Colon 3 to you as well. As I'll launch up the game, we're playing Blueprints today. I'm actually quite excited to play this because I think everyone I know who has played Blueprints has sort of individually told me, hey, DeerDarling, you would really like Blueprints, you should play it. And I'm like, okay, I've had like 4 or 5 people I think tell me to play this game, and I'm finally playing it. So let's stop this sort of remix or whatever music's going on, turn off a Chill Hop little pop-up thing. There you go. It's just me and the game and you. So you're finally playing it. I am finally playing it. Here's one of the people who recommended me to play it. So Blueprints, I'll tell you what I know about Blueprints. Is it's a puzzle game which is kind of roguelite-ish, where you have rooms that you explore in a building which has been left to you by like your uncle or something like that, and which sounds, fine on its own, but I think the real crux of it is that it has a very interconnected sort of hidden puzzle story. I'm not sure if story is the right word for it, but there's basically a ridiculous amount of puzzles in this game. A lot of little things to sort of uncover, Easter eggs, things to link together, things which don't make sense when you see it, which I think, upon hearing that, I was like, that sort of gives me Witness vibes. I don't know necessarily how similar it is to Witness. I think as I understand it, is that Witness is much more like one style of puzzle iterated upon, while Blueprints is like a ridiculous amount. It's kind of like escape room styles from the beginning. So watching without spoiling yourself, yes. I'm late to the party, so if you've already started, you're probably far ahead of me. Anyway. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get started. I don't really know what to expect. I do like puzzle games a lot, so of course I'll do my best to do this. I was going to say faithfully, but faithfully is not really the right word. I guess I'll also find out if I need to move D from the corner here, because I don't know, is she like higher up than usual? I feel like she's taking up more screen space than usual. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting into my own head about this, but who cares? We can all appreciate more D. So, yes, actual lore-wise, I think we've been left out a very odd mystery manner by a relative of some kind in association with Raw Fury. And I don't know if our goal so much is to sort of unpack what is going on in the manor, or it's just sort of like do it for the love of the game sort of thing. But I mean, I guess we'll find this all out. I'm saying all of this, and we haven't even like, started the intro cutscene yet. So I think it's probably a bit too early to speculate.
Of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington.
Reddington.
Publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made
Okay.
by me.
How mysterious, depending on what previous wills you've had.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
That is a crazy house to build that close to a cliffside.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on
any
my
erosion,
aforementioned grandnephew discovering
that house is going
the
under.
location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Okay, so I guess that's a big premise.
The room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor.
We have to find the mysterious secret 46th room.
Any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy.
I feel like I need to move
should have no
down a bit. I don't know, is she blocking too much?
Whereabouts
I'll move her down a little bit.
a
Hold on.
timely manner. Should my grandnephew
Just sort of
fail to uncover
shift it
this
down a
room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will,
There we go.
then this gift shall lapse. In witness
Okay.
whereof I have hereunto set my hand this
March
8th day of
1993.
March 1993.
It's before I was even born.
Herbert S. Sinclair.
So, as I understand it, there's a 46th room in this 45-room house, which we need to find to actually gain access to, well, everything that our great-grand uncle, which is quite far removed, I think, from the usual relationship status, to actually get his inheritance. I actually missed if there was a time limit or not on how many days we have and to actually find it or not, so I assume that there might be some. The general idea being, if we don't find it, then this will elapse. Okay, there's a lot going on. I'm gonna wait. Can we sprint? Okay, it's a toggle. It's not a toggle sprint. Okay, we can't open this gate. This gate impenetrable. This wall unjumpable. I'm just looking around, seeing what there is. I mean, I feel like I'm almost primed in a sense to be like, this game is meant to be sort of like exploration, sort of puzzly, sort of shenanigans going on. So I kind of at least want to get a lay of the land before we even go in. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but you can toggle sprint. It's a little sticky. Okay, I think I'm just not sprinting as fast as I thought, so it's just hard to tell. Okay, it's like a mine shaft down here. Okay, noted. Well, we can't jump, so I'm not going to fall down a ledge, because then I won't be able to get back up. Unless we can jump. Okay. This is a ridiculous cliffside. Where does this person live? That's a crazy shaped mountain as well. There's like a star on it, or something. How does it do that? Okay. This place is huge. Which I guess shouldn't be all that surprising. Okay, the sconces can't be lit up. Our great-grand uncle, never great at organising, always putting a ridiculous amount of things in. Does that 49 in the top left mean anything? 49 steps. Do I have a limited amount of steps I can take? I hope not. I spent most of it just walking around. For a clock? Having a clock tower on your house is such a flex, I will say. My clock tower, it's not even accurate to the time right now. I bet that'll be relevant in some way. I'm just looking at everything being like, this is relevant in some way. Like all these bird baths, why are there so many bird baths? No one ground needs this many bird baths. We've got like a birch forest over there. You got a whole different, biome, there you go. Southern biome. Seriously, why are there so many bird baths? Okay, someone's been here. Or no, we've been here. I assume this is where we've been camping. Is that our little thing? Can we look in here? The campsite. Due to rules set forth your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from a blueprint menu and tab. This can be accessed after picking up a blueprint in the entrance hall. Right, so it's very much being like, hey, why are you not inside the house? Birchwood Forest. An orchid. Orchard. I don't know why I said orchid. 47. I think we do have limited steps we can take. I'm looking at it. That number definitely went down. I don't know when it went down, but... And then, what is that? It's like a blast zone for mine. Okay. So we spent 4 of our steps, successfully doing nothing. But that's okay, because I assume day 1 we won't be able to use up all our steps anyway. But now we have a bit of a lay of the land. We know sort of what's going around the place. We know what to kind of look out for. Maybe. So let's go in. Cane, okay. Little birds. I can't crouch. Hat rack. You know, I'm just observing everything. You can never be too careful with this sort of thing. He says, considering how slow it's going down, you got a pretty big stride. Yeah, my stride, it's at least 500 meters. You should see me, you know, I was in the Beijing Olympics. I was actually faster than Usain Bolt, but only took me 2 steps. I just take a really long time. Open only in the event of my death. Okay. Wow. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. I would say our great uncle has a very nice poetic way of writing. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you the challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Okay. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of a previous day. So we have an in-game explanation for this roguelike nature. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Grandma, a real trailblazer, it seems. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. Or something. Okay, and this is a blueprint. The Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may press it by pressing tab. Okay. Antechamber. Is that where we're trying to go? Call it a day? Okay, I see. So no tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. No tools or items found in the estate may be taken off the estate. Okay, so I can't take this letter, and there's no way for it to... Because I'm just like, I bet there's something secret hidden in this letter. You know, is that a logo for Mount Holly? That is a cool logo. You know, maybe there's something in here. Maybe there's something I need to know. But presumably, also we would have to pick up the blueprints every single day as well. What is this? Searching a state can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. Okay, so I guess the outside stuff also count as rooms. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, so it's only entering rooms which do it, so I guess each of those outside places counts as rooms. That is a different time to be outside. Time passes differently in here. Hold on, does exiting and entering count as using a step, or is it like only exploring new places? Okay, so exiting and entering does count. Okay, that's noted. So if we're ever backtracking, we need to make sure we're very mindful of it. Okay, so Queen of Diamonds. I mean, I'm sure this is like intro room and already it feels significant. Ace of Spades, right. I've also been told that, like, this is definitely a game that you're meant to take notes on or something. We'll just sort of see how far I can get, I suppose, without taking notes for now. I mean, it kind of makes me want to go through that Mount Holly room. Can you go through any of these rooms? Select a room to draft. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Okay. So it's basically a free room. Can we get out? Once you've drawn 4 plans, you must select one to draft. Oh, okay, I see. Well, okay, let's do the bedroom then. That looks like it's got a chock full of mysteries. It's also not as purple as I thought. So I guess it's +2. 42. +2. So it's basically a net neutral room every time we go through here. So this is a great backtracking room. If we need to. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Is that the same as the thing on the outside? That painting over there. Does look like it's part of it. I very much realise I'm not actually, you know... I should be playing this as, not the fool, but just like straightforward for now. Just like trying to get to the end. Because I don't even know what the mysteries are and I'm already trying to be like, what are the mysteries? Okay, safety pin. Open safety pin. These some really weird displays. What is that? Is that a book? No, it's like a wooden piece. It's like an illusion. It's like flat compared to the others. Isn't that weird? What is this? I don't even know. Oh, another one of these. Okay. Origami. You love your origami cranes. So the outside's actually consistent. Again, there's Mount Holly. Hello? The trunk is locked. Okay, so we need a... If we ever need a key, we'll have to come back here. Or if we ever get a key. Is this, what was her name? Molly Matthew or something? I can't remember. Maggie Matthew? Can I say, why is this necklace rendered in such, like, higher fidelity than the rest of it? There's, like, a blur for everything else, but... It might just be because it's central, but... I don't know. Is this like a piano? What's going on here? Why does this look so weird? Or is that just for shade? Maybe that's just how it's shaded. Okay. But that's just its vibe, you know. Here I am trying to kill its vibe. And that's not how it should be. I don't know. Everything in here looks suspicious, but... That is just how it is. Spare room. Pantry. +4 gold. Ooh, nook. Let's get a key. Is it just by walking in we get the key? No? Hello? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay, fine. I guess I'll open up a notepad document. Actually, I should do something more sophisticated than notepad. I don't know if I have OneNote on my computer. No, okay, wait. I will... You know, why don't I just use Clip Studio Paint as my notepad? Hold on, I'll just open up a blank canvas. A4 piece of paper. And then these can be my notes. If I need anything. I don't even know what to take notes of at the moment, though. Because if everything is... Get ready to hit F12 or use your Steam Notes. Okay. I don't even know how to use the Steam Notes function, so I'm... Shift tab. Is it in here? Guides. No, where's notes? I don't know. You'll not regret having beside you. Okay, so there is the advice I've been given is make sure to take notes. But as I say, I don't know what to take notes of for now. So I'm not going to yet. Until I see something which I'm like, this feels like it could be significant in a really obvious way. Because otherwise I'm just going to be paranoid and take pictures of everything. So we have 2 trunks in here. Let's open the bedroom trunk. That sounds more exciting. Use. That's a fun little animation. Oh, we got another key. We get a gemstone, a key, and a coin. Okay. So there's some sort of currency in this game. What we use it for, who knows? I mean, maybe we should take a picture of this. This could be significant somehow. What's that alt print screen? Get to Clip Studio Paint. We can make like a folder for each of our rooms. Bedroom. Boom. I'm just trying to figure out how to take my notes. There you go. Wonderful. Right. I feel like I am being like overly paranoid about everything. Not everything's a grand conspiracy. Probably. Well, we have another key, so I guess we can open this box now as well. I don't see any reason not to. Another gemstone. Oh, car keys? Car keys. Okay, so I guess if we find like a garage or something, that'd be probably quite useful. I got a bat and a bathroom. Both start with BAT. Is that significant? I don't know. I feel like I'm doing word association. Plus 10! This makes up for the fact that I just went back and forth. There's so many of these paintings about. Bridge, bride. Also, all three start with BR ID. They share a lot of similar letters. I'm not sure what to do with that information, but Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game of a billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen a billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired before floor plan. It was well worth a wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Right, I'm taking a picture of this. This seems suspicious. What room was it? It was guest bedroom, isn't it? I put bedroom, I just realised in my notes. Guest bedroom. I feel like watching someone play this game is probably going to be really indicative of who they are as a person, seeing how they play it. By the way, I think the game capture isn't cropped properly. It's missing a right and bottom of the screen. Is it? Hold on. Let me line it up with something so I can compare. Let's line it up with the bottom of his portrait. Oh, you're absolutely right. It is slightly too big. Good catch. Where is it? Oh, I've got to rename it from filament. Blueprints. Okay, hold on a second. I promise you I streamed before. There you go. Transition. Boom. Thank you. Good catch. Good catch. Is there a better place for D to be? Because I will be blocking, I guess. I think I just move D along a little bit because I have realised I'm blocking the or maybe I put her above a room. I mean, you know what? Maybe we put her behind the chat and then we put the chat. We could put the chat somewhere else. We could put the chat above a bedroom. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe that's really cursed, swapping this around, but... Because it does look like there's information in the bottom right, at least the room we're in. I don't know. Sorry, we're all trying to... Well, we're all trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out. You're about to type that, so I think it works? Okay. That's good, that's good. Okay. We're still in the warming up phase. There's another pawn there. Very suspicious sheep. Basketball. So, the thing I have noted is that even though a lot of these things are suspicious, I can't really interact with a lot of them, which makes me think that a lot of these things might be observational based. Like, there's a wheel and an anchor here. A sailboat. There's very, very nautical theming of this room. So we've got a bridge and a bride in here. Which I don't know if that's significant. We got a bath and a bat. I don't know why this bat is above a forest necessarily. What's that? We got a tree and a pin, safety pin. Maybe that's a specific type of tree. Pine? A pine and a pin? I don't know what to do with this information, bro. Queen of Hearts and Ace of Spades, though. That doesn't really have a thing. Oh, we can't even go this way. Okay. I didn't... Was that always like that? I don't know anymore. Okay. We need to make sure that we don't have a dead end. Hold on. How does a... Can we continuously go out left, or is there a limit? It probably is. I think it only goes 2 more to the left. It can mess with a little bit with a map. Ah, there's no good place to put D. Okay. What if I put it right in the center of the screen? Well, okay, I guess what is more important, the bottom left or bottom right, do you think? Why don't we get spare room or pantry? Well, we don't really know what coins are for. Let's just do this, so then we can sort of turn to right if we need to. Okay, what is that? This room seems a little bit pointless, but I know it probably isn't. I just don't know what to look for. I guess we'll just continue on for now. I don't really have anything to think about in that room. A boudoir. That sounds like fun. Coins. Shoes. Odd pillow. Mirror which doesn't work. Mannequin. Here I am just stating the obvious of what we see. Say what you see. Catchphrase. Is that a photo? It's a Christmas tree. Okay. Let's take a picture of that then real quick. Is that significance? I don't know. I bet we'll have to like recreate this or something at some point. Or maybe there's something hidden there. It's like one of those not magic eyes, but the map is more important than the name for sure. Okay, we'll switch it back. Or I'll just move the over slightly to the side. Even though I think longer names will still be blocked off, at least you'll be able to see most of it probably and infer. I bet there's going to be like a spot for difference. I don't know. Why is this missing a candle here? Hairbrush, perfumes, okay. Hey, there's a nice little river here. This house is built over a river? What? Pudding. And dunes. Desert, I guess? I don't know what to do with this word association. Okay, so, well, there is a bank. Not bank vault, what's it called? A safe. Where's my pen? Put notes. Safe in room. Put that there. What do I do with that? Don't know. I probably should have been writing down as well. Actually, wait, now I need to save this file. So you can't really see what I'm doing. I don't know a great way to be able to display what I'm doing here as well. Blueprints notes dot clip. I should put the rhyming things I saw. So we had not rhyming, the close words. We had a dessert and desert in this one. What do we have in the other rooms? I don't even remember what the other room was called. Hold on. Sinker.co. Okay, let's see the map. Hold on. It was this one. We didn't have any. Entrance hall. We had the cards. We had what was it? Queen of Hearts and Ace of Spades, I think. And then bedroom. We had. What do we have in bedroom? What was bedroom? I don't remember. The nook was what? It was bath and something. Bath and bat. And we had bath and bat. And then we had the guest bedroom, which was bridge and bride. So you probably can't hear me when I turn away to the side. Weird. Bridge and bride. What was the one I saw in the bedroom? It was pine and something, wasn't it? Pine and pin. That was it. Pine and pin. Is that important? I don't know. But I'm writing it down because it might be. Best viewers, get out of here. We've already got all the best viewers we could possibly need. Aww. Okay, don't know what to do with that. Anyway, let's continue onwards. Parlor, corridor. Corridor always left unlocked. You may draw new plans while drafting in this room. Or a puzzle piece. This is a gem requirement. Well, we have a gem, so I guess that makes sense. Let's go in here. I don't know if gems sort of carry over. There's a lot of horses and people in here. Okay. Telephone. Can't use it. A telephone in a strange position. I don't think a rotor's meant to start already rotated. More clocks with different times, which I'm sure will be relevant, but I can't remember the other time, so I'm just going to ignore that one for now. Oh, how fancy. A plane and a plan. Okay. A plane and a plan. What's this room called again? Drawing room. Drawing room. When we find the not rhyming couplet, but almost the same word room, we're going to absolutely pop off with all of the ones we collected. Or not, I don't know. Right, so we can apparently draw things in here. Oh, hello, what's this? Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Ah, okay, I see. So we can mulligan. I guess we should probably be trying to head to the antechamber instead of just doing this sort of roundabout way, but... Den, West Wing Hall. Chapel. Whenever you enter the chapel, lose 1 gold. Right, I don't want to do that at the moment. Or do I? Because we're not going to backtrack through the chapel. We can redraw here. Well, let's just redraw. Let's just see what happens. We can only do it once. Food for sale. Corridor is always left unlocked. I don't know what that means. Why would a corridor lock itself? Let's get some food. Why not? We got a gem. Okay, mittens. Soap. Who left Lex Cup in here? This is a really wide fridge. Is this a crow and a rowboat? Well, that's interesting. It doesn't start with the same 3 letters. Is there a bird which starts with R-O-W or B-O-A? Paddle boat? I don't know. I'll put crow and rowboat for now. I don't know what else it could be. My pen! Was this a kitchen? I think it was a kitchen, right? I feel like the lack of music so far makes us very uneary. Whoa, what the heck is that? Notes. Crow and... my gosh, my handwriting's terrible. Rowboat. Okay. So there's food for sale, apparently. The main course is served only in the dining room. Right, hold on. I also need to bring up Twitch again because I can't see the chat. Banana, club sandwich, eggs. Oh, okay, so this gives us movement. Plus 10 add morning room to today's draft pool. What? Well, we don't have enough for anything except for banana. Today's main course is glazed salmon, served only in the dining room. So I see him by going into this. Now, if we find a dining room, we can do that. Plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium in your house. Okay, charboiled Cajun spiced salmon lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. That sounds pretty nice. Lemon glazed. Well, let's buy a banana. Why not? Maybe it'll have some significance. Maybe it won't. Scales. This is almost a clock if you choose to read it wrong. This oven is crazy. Why does it look like this? And who left the light on? Turn it off. It's also a very tall oven. Baking tray. People, put your stuff away. Come on. Tea. Spill the tea. So apparently we have a pet as well. There's a dog. We can weigh things in it. Why is it so wiggly for the marks on the scales? Unreadable. I don't even know what this is. Maybe a bread box? Lots of pans and pots. Okay. Well, let's just keep going. So we want something which turns left, which none of these do. So the only thing is we can go forward and hopefully we can turn left again. We have a tie, and what is that? Tie and tears? Makes me think the crow one must be wrong. What was this one called? The den. Okay. I didn't mean to make a subfolder. Den. Notes. This is going to get really complicated really quickly. tie and tear. Okay, another clock with a completely wrong time. Okay, maybe we should start writing down these times. The fact that they've all been different makes me suspicious. So what time is it? It's like 11:43, I would say. Okay. We have another lockbox. We don't have a key. There's a gemstone in here. Maybe it's more like 11. Wait, is time actually passing? Wait, time's actually passing. Hold on. What? Oh, I guess the clock doesn't matter then. Wait, does that mean time's actually passing in real life? Is that a keyhole? Like, in real life in the game, I mean. Not in, like, real life. So many random chest pawns. How did I miss this clock earlier? That's cool, though. I don't know what it means, but it's cool. So, this room... Okay, it's not that room, it's this room. Okay, I thought that led to the wall of a guest bedroom, and I was like, how does that work? Okay, we can turn left, that's good. In the pantry. An apple! More tea. More scales. What's this? Pantry. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover our expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. So that's how many bananas, apples, and oranges we've had. We've had 1 banana, 1 apple. So I'm going to call this pantry, despite the fact that it seems to be 2 different pantries, because the other pantry we had, I first turned the other way around, but I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I'm going to say we had 1 apple, 1 banana. Oh, it's clicked off the screen. Okay. Lux coffee. Anything else of note here? Flour, sugar, ladder, upwards. Kind of looks like there's like a hidden door behind this thing. Like what's up with this wall panel design? Is that an egg timer? With a fishing rod. Okay, with a rod and a road. They're like almost similar, but not quite. Rod and road. What am I going to do with any of these? I need like another monitor, which sounds crazy to say. Okay. So we're going... Well, we can't do lavatory. So chapel or parlour? Let's do parlour. Let's see what a jigsaw piece means. I assume we can't keep these things though, the jigsaw pieces, at the end of the day. So I'm not really sure how useful that would be. That's a portrait we saw at the beginning. What's this one? The parlour. King was in the parlour eating... The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. Okay. Is this like a... one of them's lying or something? Wind-up key, a component of a parlour game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving an invitation to dine at your estate in Roldham's this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it's been quite a while since we've been in decent society, and we're beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of our evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles that I'd mentioned to you, a rather singular parlour game I played some years back involving 3 different boxes of colours. You'd pressed me to write the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay, take a print screen of that. Is this excessive? Maybe. But I'm going to be so prepared. I'm going to be able to play this game in my mind with all the screenshots I have. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There'll always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within it. The other two are always empty. Okay, so it is one of these sorts of puzzles. So one is guaranteed telling the truth, one is guaranteed lying, and the other is ambiguous. But there's only one prize which we could possibly have, is how I understand it. So the gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. So if the gems are not in the white box, and the gems are not in this box, these are both telling the truth, so this must be lying. So the gems are in this box, which would be a lie, which would mean they're in this box. So that's plausible. What if this box was lying? The gems are not in the white box, which means they are in this box, which means the gems are not in this box is a lie, which means that this must be a truth, which the gems are in this box, so that's not. So it must be this box, right? Does that make sense? It's you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth, you're lying. If you are telling the truth, the gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box is also telling the truth. The gems are not in the white box is also telling the truth. So that's too many truthers. Okay, so you're in here. Well, if I got it wrong, we just die. Okay. Nice. Teapot. Why are there so many like chess pieces, but only for pawn? We're like a simple logic puzzle to, you know, warm up our day. Start off the morning. Get the brain turning. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here. I wonder if it'll be significant. Oh, okay, I assume this is like just a repeatable thing. Every time we bring the parlors, basically we play a game to see if we can get a gem. Locked? What? The door's locked? The doors can be locked? I didn't know that. Okay. So I guess we had to backtrack. Well, we can't really do anything. I'm looking at it. We can only open up this room, which will do nothing for us. How do I know this door is meant to be locked compared to the others? I wonder if that's like a parlor specific thing, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10th room, so I wonder if maybe like every 10 rooms it like locks or something. I don't know, I'm just speculating. Okay, what is this? That's probably a stage. I don't know what plant that is. Stage and sage? That doesn't really look like sage. Theatre and thistle. That doesn't look like a thistle. I don't know. Let's take a print screen of this one. I don't know what this one is. Okay. Well, I guess that's probably the end of our day one. I guess we'll also find out if our coins and gems carry over, but... Or at least look in this room, the den. Maybe it'll be like a teleporter or something. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Gem requirement. Storeroom. Oh, wait, let's do storeroom. Let's get a key and then we'll continue on. A single coin. Some stairs. And stars is my guess. Stairs and stars? That seems reasonable. Key and a gem. A model of a house. A nice, like, Persian rug or something. What's that? It's a bird! Okay. I mean, this is the one that we brought, isn't it? To the... It's in our little tent outside. Very cute. I bet there's merch of this little... Maybe that's the blueprints. It's blue after all. Okay, so this is stairs and stars. Is our picture association. Excuse me, pen? Stairs, stars. Okay, so we have a key. So now we can backtrack through. Spare candle? I was like, I wonder if we can pick up a candle. If we can't use it on the door, then I guess we'll use it on that lockbox. Use. Chapelle. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Or chapel. Chapelle. I think we want to turn left. But this definitely feels like it'll be a significant room of some kind. Okay. Oh, a bishop! It's the first other chess piece we found. Right, so we've got some sort of tarot thing going on. That looks like a chef or a pizza maker or something at number 2. Number 3 is what, a farmer? That one's kind of blocked by this ornamental piece. Number 6 is a jockey. Number 4 is a chimney sweep? I'm not sure what this is. Number 1 is a gardener. And number 7, don't know, some sort of like Valkyrie. Okay. Number 5, a maid. Right, so we have a load of professions and some tarot card representations. I guess we'll write this down. We're just accruing information. We're in the learning phase of this game. So everything is slowly coming together. And by slowly coming together, I mean nothing is actually coming together, but we're just making notes and pretending that we're making progress in that sense. So, what was number 1? It was a gardener, right? So I'll put 1, gardener. 2, what was 2? 2 was chef. And I'll put pizza in brackets in case that's relevant, because that looks like a pizza spatula. Number 3? That's also a farmer, isn't it? Oh no, number 3 is farmer. Number 1 is gardener, yes. Number 4 is, I don't know, but it looks like a chimney sweep. But that's very, very fancy clothes for a chimney sweep, mind you. Number 5 a maid, number 6 a jockey. Number 6 is a jockey. And then number 7 is... if you're wondering why my viewpoint is doing this every time I don't alt tab and I just start using my tablet is why. I'll put queen / angel / Valkyrie. Okay. Oh yeah, is this a chimney sweep? What else could you be? I don't know what this stick is. That's probably not a chimney sweep brush, is it? Maybe you're like a lantern lighter. I mean, wait, no, this game's 1993. I don't. I think both chimney sweep and lantern lighter feels a bit too old, doesn't it? Actually, now I look at it. Interestingly, you look like you have a gun holster on your waist. So I don't know. Could you be a soldier? That doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like it would be a more obvious depiction of a soldier. I guess they all just need a long stick to hold, really. Yeah, we all have a different stick to hold, which I feel like must be significant in some way. The statues are all different as well, actually, now I look at it. Like what, you have a holy censer in a book. You have a staff. You got the tiara. You don't seem to have a prop. Okay. I don't know what to make of any of this. But I guess we'll pray. Rest in peace to our great uncle. Okay, I guess I'll just keep going. Rumpus room. Office. Opportunity to earn and spread coins. What does that even mean? Well, I don't want to turn right though, so I guess I'll go to the rumpus room, whatever this means. What's a rumpus room? Okay, there's bishops here. Alazara. Insert coin. It's a fortune teller. Okay. I'm not sure I understand. It's like a straw bow to hat. Chessboard. Backgammon. Checkers. So many coins. This is singing. But there's diamonds in this room actually. I guess this is meant to be like a playroom. Is a rumpus room just a... Are you ready to rumpus? Don't say that. That sounds... I don't even know what that means. Oh, were there any... I don't think there are any other paintings in there. Word association paintings. Here we have what? A chart and a cart, I guess. Or is it graph and graphite? Does graphite look like that, mind? I don't know. Or put them both down. Rumpus room. Because I was like, chart and cart, while sound similar, they don't start with the same letters, which I thought is the ongoing theme between them. I'll put them both down, Boo. Why not? Okay, I guess let's get ready to rumpus. Whatever that means. Vinyl, we can't play. A teacup. It's Captain America. Board or something. Okay. Hello, fortune teller. Or Alzara, sorry. Insert coin. You can ask me a riddle.
And, as it was foretold,
Okay.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself
Okay.
face to face with the great Alzara.
Are we having a boss battle? What is going on?
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I mean, you don't have to. Do what's comfortable.
The image is becoming clear.
We're looking at a blueprint.
I see a boy. A
I
boy
see a boy.
on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find.
46th room. What is this?
I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
A black cat.
I hear the wind blowing,
But the flag doesn't move.
but the flag does not stir.
Interesting.
I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key.
Okay.
It is the door you have been searching for. yet
That's a door to a
will
46th
not
room.
find. It
Maybe that's
also
what the antechamber is.
beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Great Ayozara, I
Till
don't
the
know what
dawn
this means.
The following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so we can only talk to you once a run. So, does that mean that information you give is only relevant to this run? I don't know. I guess I'll make a note of it. So we'll see Alzara. What we saw boy on white sand shore. Black cat and red flag. Wind. No. We'll put movement. What was the other one? It was a rogue moon. Door. No lock. Okay. This must be what it's like when you, as a player in my D&D campaigns, look at these ambiguous signs and signals, which make sense to me, but I have no idea what they mean from my perspective. Only one rumpus per day. Okay, so that's what a rumpus is. Now a clock. I feel like I should call it a day. No, I want to turn up the volume ever so slightly. I turned it down a little bit. I think I turned it down too much. Okay, let's continue on. It's locked! Oh, no. Well, there's no key in here. I guess I have to go back through the chapel. Pay some money. Well, we do have a lot of coins, so luckily that's not too bad. I don't know how we're meant to determine if a doorway is locked or not. East Wing Hall, Lavatory, Commissary. Let's do East Wing Hall, so we can actually progress. Oh hey, that's the thing we saw in the chapel. Don't know what flowers those are. A bowler hat. So this is like the third type of random hat we've seen. Why is this umbrella like this? We've seen a bowler hat, we saw a straw boater, we saw another hat at some point, but I don't remember what it is. I don't actually see anything. Oh, here we go. We have and sand. Ampersand and sand? Maybe? I don't know. This feels like too many notes to be taken from someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Ah, I set it as a masking layer. I didn't even type East Wing Hall correctly. Okay. Sand. And ampersand. Again, that doesn't actually start with the same few letters though. So I wonder if that's wrong. Maybe that's not sand. Maybe that's a Andes. +1 star each time you drafted an observatory. Bunk room, closet. Well, okay, we need to... Oh, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't actually matter what we do, because each of these are technically a dead end. So I guess let's do a closet, get 2 items. Maybe one of them is a key. Is that a dice? Ivory dice. While drafting, you may use to roll new floor plans. Okay, well, that would have been useful before this. A blindfold? Sleep mask. First time you enter each bedroom with a sleep mask, gain 5. Are these permanent upgrades? Okay. So that's a price tag and a campsite. Camp? Price? Price and prince, because we're the prince. Why does it say closet rank 5 as well? What does that mean? Also another type of hat. Actually, it's the same as a bowler hat, but still. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this. Because I don't know what this means. And I don't think I can do anything with this information. Rank 4. I haven't even been noticing the ranks. Well, okay, we basically have to explore around until we find a key. Now, there's no other way, because we have to go through the rumpus room. Locksmith. Keys for sale. That's pretty useful. Oh, the dining room, though. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room. Oh, we had to reach rank 8 anyway, so there's no point. Okay, well, let's get the locksmith and get some keys, huh? Free keys. Special key. Lockpick kit. Lockpick kit. Let's play it safe. Let's just get free keys. Oh, I probably should have kept at least 1 coin. I didn't think about that. Because what if we get a coin requirement later on? I don't know. This stuff seems significant, but because I don't know what we use it for, I see no reason for us to buy them yet. What is this? Peas and mountain. Holly, peak and peas? That seems right. Peak and peas? Yes, I can see you say the same. But because reassurance, that's probably correct. Okay, locksmith. Get my notes out. Beak, no. Peak. And peas. Wonderful. Okay, so we got a load of keys. Back to the Rumpus room we go. Interesting. We entered... So we can actually enter the chapel, even if we don't have any coins. So it's not you can't enter, it's just you lose 1 coin. Okay, that makes sense. You lose 1 coin every time you enter. This is fun, so I guess we'll keep going with double blueprints, and then we'll do 1 out of drawing instead. I want to keep going. Because we haven't even got to the end of the first day yet. Wine cellar plus free security. Or corridor. It's always left unlocked. Let's do security, because this will give us 2 options to be able to progress forward in case one thing is not helpful. Why do we have a cutscene for this room? I guess we are in like 1993, alright? So this is probably really weird. Future technology? Or not? Why is so ominous? I guess it's the vibe that someone's been recording us this entire time? One eerie green glow though, coming from room. Why does it even have glass wall separators? Is this Five Nights at Freddy's? We're going to be playing a minigame. We're going to look and there's going to be mascots in the rooms that we already created in the house. Those are all rooms we have not seen yet, I think. It's like a library or something. A filing cabinet. A piano! That's me! Five Nights at Freddy's. What's going on here? Okay. We have a stag in a stage again. Not again, but... What's this place called? Security. We've also gone up a rank. So I guess... rank is just basically how many... It's like how deep you are, right? Into exploring the rooms. So stage and stag. Oh my gosh, I keep bringing up the wrong things. Here we go. Staff notice. Excuse me. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning and roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found out at security, where punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Okay, you can kind of read it. It almost looks like it says like Smalling or something. I can't quite read it. It starts with S and it ends with ing, it looks like. I'll take a print screen of it though. Probably makes sense later. Or maybe it won't, I don't know. Right, okay. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levels are no longer required to grant entry. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, that makes sense, because that's been happening. Oh wait, the ranks are probably this. So rank 0, rank 1, 2... No, rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, we start counting at 1, not 0. A microwave. Coffee pot. Old coffee. Tapes. Okay. Ventilation. Blue memos equals true, red memos equal lie. What is... okay. Oh, okay. Right, so... so one of the informations we learned is immediately wrong. So the antechamber has been locked, access levels are no longer required. Okay, so we probably need access level cards or something before we even get to the antechamber. Noted. It's a knight. All these different chess pieces. Ah, the password. Okay, but we can't... Press enter. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that are yet to be collected. Yes, we have seen a trunk. That's true. Fruit, gems, keys, coins. Key card system. Security doors when mistake can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level medium offline mode locked. Set security level? Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You expect to see 1 or 2 security doors are low, 5 or 6 are high. Well, we don't have a keycard, so I guess we'll just go low for now. Maybe that's a bait? Change offline mode. The default setting of security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout. Ah, there was a breaker room, right? So I guess we could turn off the power in the house. Offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the house. Okay. Well, I'm in the estate, so I guess I'll put it on unlocked. So we've changed it such that we have fewer security doors, and if we lose power, all of them will be unlocked. So I guess that sort of opens up the thing that we'll probably see more of them as we go forward, that if we can find a breaker room, that means in a run, all the doors will just be unlocked for us. Log into network. Okay, well. Again, it looks like it should be readable. Like... It looks like it ends with... SW maybe? SWA? Swan Song? Is that what it says? Hold on. That's an awfully hard... That's an awfully hard coffee pot. Oh! I can't believe it. I was like, it looks like actually it's an ONG. And then I saw SW. And then I was like, maybe that's A? What starts SWA? Ong? Swan Song? How about... you can see the S, you can see the NG. And if you look really hard, you can just about see the O and the W. What do I do with this though? Staff services. Punch in, punch out. Oh my god, there's so many things here. Punch in, punch out. Temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly. November 4th. The letter we saw was March, which is interesting. And it was December things. I thought this was being in place. All domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with instructions left by Old Man himself. Okay. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to this network. Saturday, November 7th. Here's the tourist just skipping the intended discovery path. I guess I wonder how much I just skipped out by just reading it. Don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except for you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you, your friends and faithful service. Oh, I should also make a note in case this password is not readable again. Swan Song. I mean, Swan Song feels very fitting. I assume this entire mansion is his swan song basically to us. Not much. There's just a tool that is supposed to help you with it. Ah, see, I need no tool when I have my eyes. My cyborg eyes. Anyway, your friends and faithful service. So this is just like a nice thing to be like, hey, keep going, request schedule change. It's been temporarily disabled because no one's working here. I guess that makes sense. Special orders. If you'd like to get a specific brand of gum or your favourite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Okay. Oh! I see. Okay. So the commissary was a room we saw. So I guess we order this and then in 1 to 3 runs, if we find the commissary room again, we'll get the item. What do we think would be most useful? Brass compass, I don't know how would be useful. I mean, we already know which way is north, east, south, and west, presumably. Magnifying glass, maybe? I don't know. Metal detector? That could be useful. Something outside, finding metal. Running shoes. If that allows us to sprint better, that'd be pretty good, but I think that would probably just give us more movement or something on a day. Shovel? Or I don't know anything to dig up, so that seems a bit pointless. Sleeping mask, we already got one, I think. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer could actually be useful. We've seen a lot of like boarded up things. Like where's that boarded up place outside, right? I'm gonna order a sledgehammer. Approve order. 1 to 2 days. Oh, what that probably means is we need to find the commissary room in 1 to 2 days. Otherwise we probably won't get the item, right? That's my guess. Remote terminal access. It's possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere in the estate using the RTA. Okay. No other terminals are currently connected. Office, laboratory, shelter. Right, yeah, we haven't been to any of these rooms yet. So, okay, presumably we can access all of... Now we've unlocked the security room. If we ever go to these rooms, we can access the same things. Electronic mail. Permissions of this terminal do not allow... Okay, makes sense. It would have to be the office. Data transfers. Okay. I don't know what that means. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Okay, bedroom. Right, so this is like a game guide. Color. The color of a floor plan. Violet, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops and red for red rooms, blue for blueprints. Okay. Dead end. A dead end any room lacking a second doorway. If a room ever has additional doorways, it's not considered dead end even if those doorways are blocked. Okay, that's probably useful to know. Directory. All rooms out of the state that you've been drafted. From system menu or by pressing R. Okay. Drafting. Okay. Draft pool. Right. Draw. Okay. East wing entry. Do any of these matter to us at the moment? Gems. No? Okay. Glossary of terms. Yeah, what's a green room? Oh, with outdoor areas. Okay, we haven't even seen any of these yet, I think. And are naturally synergistic with each other. Okay, I see. Grounds. Surrounding the house, yeah. Keys, keycard door? Mechanical network. Permanent? Permanent changes do not reset each day. So, like the corridor was a permanent one. It's permanently unlocked, right? Rank. 9 ranks of a 10th rank, which is presumably where the 46th room is. Oh, I didn't realize the room had rarities. Powerful expansion at dangerous cost. Okay, so the sacrifice. A special floor plan. Cost gems. Spread. Okay, I see. Terminal, right. Tomorrow! Trunk. Oh, why does West Wing have a specific one? The border of the very left edge of a house. Ah, okay, so hold on. Does that mean we can only get certain rooms on the west and the east wings? Yeah, because the east wing hall presumably can only be from here. Okay. I've had like a lot of information. I didn't really know what to do with most of that. So these are all rooms in the house. Oh, it does actually show us updating quite slowly though. I fully expect to see like a Five Nights at Freddy's like character just pop in one of these. I don't know if this game is a horror game. Oh, we have seen this room. This is a spare room, isn't it? It looks like there's a bank vault. Oh, we've seen this room as well. That's the nook. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else in here for us. I think this room is probably mainly for the terminal access. Why are there 2 vaults? More so than anything else. I don't know if anything else is particularly useful. Oh, there's a nook again. What's this? Like an art gallery? Is that like a jeweler's room? Is this a pool? This place is crazy. Okay. So we want to turn right here. A dining room. Each time you drafted an observatory. Breaker box. Ugh, I don't want to make a dead end yet. Let's do a dining room. I know it's not rank 8 yet. But we can come back here on rank 8. So that's painting the earth. That's a plane. Okay, I'm not sure what that could represent in our word association game. But it looks significant. Dining room. Plane? Aeroplane. Aerospace engineer. There's a lot of flowers about this place as well. If only I recognise them. I mean, ones in the middle look like germaniums, but I don't know what these outside ones are. Wine. Okay, nice. A nice Merlot, maybe. Okay. Nothing else seems significant. I am conscious we are not getting many supplies, though. I was going to say, if we start running into more locked doors, we're going to be in trouble. Corridor is always left unlocked. We can't go this one. Package will be delivered here this day after drafting this room. Okay, I guess we have to do corridor. What's this? Like a tankard? And a paint bucket. Paint and a pint, maybe? Again, those are similar, but those aren't quite starting with the same letters. I'm not really sure if it matters if it starts with the same letters or not, though. Because, yet again, I am guessing about a mechanic here. I don't even know if it's right. Paint, pint, ale, beer. Beer, but don't know what else it could be. So, presumably, oh, it's a fedora. Another house, another hat. So, presumably, we can go into this because it'll be unlocked. Nice. 4 items, 1 gem requirement. That's a dead end. Oh, let's redraw, actually. Maybe we can get a straight away one. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. Less likely to find items laying around your house. Opportunity to earn and spend. Oh, these are bad. Oh, these are terrible. I should not have redrawn these. Okay, let's do dark room, because at least that gives us 2... This is 2 random chances to get a suitable room. It's not even that dark in there. But hold on. If we reach rank 8... Now we can go back here. We can grab the food. We haven't got an aquarium, so I guess we'll just take it. Lemon glazed salmon, plus 20. Plus additional 10 if you have it. Have dinner. What are the chances we get an aquarium anyway? Who is serving the dinner? I guess is my question. So right, so we have 2 chances in left and right. If we can't see the floor plan, that should be fine. But we have 2 chances. Oh, these are security doors. Oh no. Right. This room's also really dark. Was a flashlight one of the tool options we could have got? Maybe. I hope it's not dark on the stream, because very notoriously, if it's dark for me, it's extremely dark for anyone watching. This looks like a set of scales. I mean, it's a dark room, so I guess it is all about developing Polaroids. Right, so if this is a locked door, we might be doomed. Okay. I guess we'll do this one. It's not bad. The outlines are very clear. That's good. Whoa! What's going on here? Great hall. Oh no, are these all locked? Oh no. Okay, we need like infinite keys or something. 7 locked doors. we need like a skeleton key. Okay. I should have also looked around a room while we still had a moment before it became dark. How are we meant to get a security electronic key card? I can't see anything to interact with, so I think we just have to explore basically for the rest of the rooms until we find a key again. We have a lot of movement, at least. We have like a ton of movement. Right, okay. Let's look. Where can we even go back to? We have a security room, I guess? We might as well open this room, just in case it's like a closet or something. When our items will be spread throughout the house, we are placed into this room instead. Interesting. Lavatory. Well, conference room will be a dead end. We also don't want a maid's chamber. So I guess we'll just do conference room. We have another cake tier and a tiger. Yeah, oh, so that's what this means, it's blocked. Oh, that's what happened here. In the entrance hall, it was just blocked off. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout the house. We already know this because of the glossary. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several or one of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh, it's a red memo. It's one which lies. Safe code 9083. But it's red. So this is wrong, isn't it? Or maybe the rules from each room don't carry over to a different room. I don't know. I'll write it down anyway. What was the picture we saw? It was a tiger and tears or something. Right, it said safe code 9083. Well, I suppose if we have really nothing to do, we can go back to... I don't even remember what room it was. To be able to... It was like one of these really early rooms, wasn't it? The boudoir? Yeah, the boudoir had the safe. Okay. I see. Or a lockpick kit. That makes sense. In my mind, I was like, a lockpick kit has a chance of failing. I guess I'm just thinking of Skyrim, but I guess I don't actually know if that's true. Okay. Well, let's see if we can open this door. It's locked. Darn. What's the next earliest room we can get back to, which would be useful? We have no coins. Oh, I think we're just done. I think everything's a dead end now. Right? Because, I can't see a way forward. Okay, well, let's go back to the boudoir then. See if 9083 is a lie or if it's not a lie. Yeah, if we only had a few coins. Okay, interesting. I'm not really sure what I learned throughout this day. I feel like I've taken a lot of pictures and notes, but I feel like it's not... There's not been a payoff yet because I don't know what I'm doing with it. And that's okay. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a I'm curious way. You've piqued my interest because I don't know what any of this could possibly mean. What's a drawing? You may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. Oh, I see. These are all the rooms we collected. Okay. Commonplace. Okay, well, let's try it then. Get ready to experience that for the next 100 hours. What was it? 9083. Enter. Was it 9083? It was 9083. So yes, it was a lie. Wait, clear. 9083. Three 809. Okay, I was like, maybe because it's lying, it would just put it in the exact opposite. And I'd be like, that'd be very sneaky. It didn't know. Well, we have a lot of movement left, so I guess we might as well just explore outside again. I don't think there's anything we can do inside anymore. No, it doesn't look like it to me. Looks like it's sunset. I don't think there's anything we can do outside though. So I guess we'll just call it a day. I know we don't have to walk back to the campsite, but why not, I say. What was down this way again? I don't remember. Just a viewing platform? Oh yeah, it was that tunnel. I missed the note in the security room for a while and spent a lot of time trying to trying that safe code. I wonder if Red's are, because the one Red memo we saw beforehand is the fact that the security doors were disabled, and in fact the exact opposite was true. The security doors were enabled. So I'm trying to think, like, I wonder if that Red code could actually be a hint for the actual code, but it's like the complete opposite in some way. I don't know how necessarily. I don't have an answer for you, but or maybe it's like not for the safe. Maybe it's for this. We might as well try it. Like, we're right here, so. Oh, this is like the weirdest turning scheme. 9083. Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot, I think. Why are there so many things on fire in here? It looks like there's a shed at the back of the orchard as well. Orchard as well. So, I guess that would probably mean we can start like each of our run with some sort of supplies. Holes and rakes and some more garden supplies. I guess we'll just keep going. We'll round off for today. Oh, we can't actually do it here. Call it a day. Call it. Your current inventory will be reset. So does that mean we don't keep the sleep masks, we don't keep the keys, we don't keep gems, coins, or anything like that? Mid-size villa. Steps taken, 73. Items found, 3. Okay. Save and continue. So it only saves at the end of each day. That day took us 1.5 hours. I think we'll probably be quick in this next run. I hope. Because at the 2-hour mark is when we should start our drawing, I think. Nope, you keep nothing, right? Interesting. I'm going to assume there's going to be mechanics later where maybe we can keep things in some capacity, but not like this, I guess. Actually, we keep the blueprints, so what do you think about that? Is this the same? This is the same, okay. So, okay, all the tutorials are exactly the same as well. The cards are the same. Damn copy. So the corridor is always left unlocked. I don't see why we shouldn't just take this. Oh no, all the items have changed. All the paintings have changed. This is a bride and a bridge. Okay. Well, we don't know what it's used for, but okay, we'll do bedroom because that's backtrackable. Has this changed as well from road and road? It has changed. Oh, we got the car keys again, though. Wait, so corridor is always left unlocked. I assume this means we can get multiple corridors. We can draft multiple corridors. Okay. Well, these are all rooms we've seen before. We'll go right through. No, parlor? I don't really care about playing a logic game at the moment. Five apple. Ah, wait, hold on. So the apples, bananas, and oranges probably reset each day, right? It's not 5 apples, bananas, and oranges in total. Is my guess. A nook? Or a den? I think a den's a bit more flexible at the moment. Oh, parlor's my favourite. I'm sorry. The parlor's cool, but at the moment, I don't actually see how much. Okay, so this is now What is that? A trough? What's the coat? It's a double-breasted. I forgot what type of coat that is called, but what is this? It's like a double-breasted trench coat. Trough and trench coat, maybe? Okay, so I guess we should have a separate note of all the separate folder. This is MISC, and then we'll put word association pictures, because now that we know that they change throughout each day, there's no point tying it to the room anymore, I think, unless it will matter what room we see it in a day, in which case we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So this is probably trench coat and trough, is my guess. It's quite a shallow trough, I think, but I don't know what else that could be. Love how we managed to keep a fairly simple logic puzzle interesting with new ideas. We always love a good logic puzzle, or at least I always do. Okay, so let's try and basically find new rooms, essentially. Commissary. Oh, yeah, hold on. This is, this should have the item we ordered, right? The sledgehammer. It's got an arcade. Oh, yes. What does it say? Dirigi blocks. Can't play it. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just without? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Well, that's a lie, so. Effective for first week of December. So, okay, this is one song. Okay, so with and without. So we need to be looking at what letter is the difference between them. So it's probably not trench coat and trough. That's interesting. I'll take a picture of this. I don't know. Unfortunately, this is a very difficult one because I don't know what plant that is. So that's not one I can get much progress with. What room is this? Commissary. I don't even know what a commissary is, to be honest. Is that like a commissioner's, I guess? But presumably our sledgehammer's here. Wait, so if we don't keep our sledgehammer, what's the point of us getting a sledgehammer? All items up to 50% off. Day 20 and 21. Annual Maid's Day, 2 day sale only. Oh, but yeah, well, sledgehammer's here, but we can't afford it. For sale today, sleeping mask, sledgehammer, magnifying glass, running shoes. Well, we can only afford a magnifying glass. I'm not going to buy it yet. Mainly because we might need to pay money in the future. Let's do... So, better do hallway or storeroom. If we do storeroom, we can get the key, we can go back up through the den. Or if we do hallway, we could probably just do it directly, so I guess we'll do hallway. So if it's tiger and tear, and that's with, that's without, so it's missing a G. With a G or without a G. Oh, a false memo. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So we know that's false. Why did... I guess it's kind of a good thing we discovered that the red memos were false very early on. Okay then, just lock both the doors, why don't you? We're actually stuck because we can't go anywhere now. And unless a magnifying glass can unlock doors, I think we're stuck. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Why not? Because I think there's literally nothing else we can do at the moment. Well, there's our swan song. There you go. I did it a legit way as well now. I like how we can inspect this. The fibers of a paper. What plant could this be? Because if it is stage and sage, I don't know if sage looks like that. Hold on, let's look up a picture of what sage looks like. Sage plant. Because maybe that is what sage looks like. Okay, I have just found True Sage, Monkey 47. That looks like the exact image, so I guess this is sage. Okay, hold on. So what we seen? We've seen trenchcoat and trough, which is probably wrong. We've seen stage and sage, which is a T. We've seen tiger and tear, which is a G. We've seen a lot of them. I guess, should we write them all down? We've seen desert and desert, which is a S. What else have we seen? Desert, bridge and bride, which is the same as G, so I guess we'll put that here. Bridge and bride. We've seen bath and bat. I assume this is meant to spell something out with missing letters. Currently there are no vowels, which makes it difficult. Tigers and tears. Paint and pint. Okay, so there's a vowel. That one didn't have one. Stage and stag. TGSHAE. Peak and peas. Peaks and peas, probably. Which is a K. Sand and ampersand, or sand and and. Sand and. Which is another S. This might only be relevant for one run, by the way, now I think about it, but it's either chart and cart or graphite and graph and graphite. It's probably chart and cart. Hold on, I also just realised we have another S1 already, so we might as well move it up here. So this one, what was it? What did I just say? Graph, chart and cart. Chart and cart. P's. Chapel. Stairs and stars. Rod and road. Stairs and stars. Road and rod. Tie and tear. We've not had an R. So tear and tie. Just the R. Crow and row, which is C. What word can we make from this? There's a lot of letters. It's probably like a phrase. Plain and plan. That's a repeat letter. In the bedroom. Turned off a notes. Pine and pin. That's another repeat letter, actually. Maybe repeats are how many of that letter we have in a word. TGSAEKTRC with 2 S's, 2 G's, 2 H's, 2 A's, and 3 E's. I don't even know what you could possibly make of that. That's what us mere mortals have to do. I really struggle with tear as a non-native English speaker. Is that a common name for that thing? No, it's like a tear tray stand. Yeah, I thought it was a it was a stand for like what are they called? Like a tea cake stand. I tried to make it fit with tray for the longest time. Glad it's not just me. That's fair. That sounds inconvenient. Right. Diamond motif has appeared again. I don't know how we can play Daggerbots. Maybe it's because we have no money, but it's not even on. Right. Well, I think we're just stuck here because I don't think there's anything else we can do. Yeah. This one's probably something. Is it a coat and a cot? Maybe. That doesn't really look like a cot. Could it be a cot? Like, it's not a baby's cot. Maybe it's like one of his like camping cot things. They said that they'd add dirigy blocks in a later patch. Okay, fair enough. I think it could be coat and cot, because that surely is coat. I don't expect them. Or maybe it's trench and something else. Okay, well, I think we're just done. Because there's no other rooms we can go to because they're all locked. Oh, the entrance hall. I'm done. We're not done yet. Well, I guess we'll do spare room. We don't really need more steps at the moment. We need keys. I was about to call it a day. Okay, well, that's a key. Prior to tag and stag. It's gonna have a gem in here somewhere. Oh yeah. I guess that's another one to add. Tag and stag. Which would be S. I think it must be coat and cot, maybe, but I'll put it in question mark because I'm not sure. Because I assume it's a camping cot, not a baby's cot. Okay, well now we have that. I guess we might as well draft this next room while we're here, just to see if it's like a closet or something. Oh, breaker box. We haven't seen this one yet. We might as well. It's a dead end one. Oh. Pray and pry. That seems right. So that's another A. Pray and pry. This has got to be a huge phrase. How many letters are in this phrase? Whoa. Keycard entry system. On or off. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Cabinet. And we just turn these rooms on and off. We can turn. Okay. What the heck does this mean? VAC and whoa. Right. So this must be a code, which we can. What? Huh? What? What? What's going on? Okay, so blue resets to... What? Wait, so clicking a blue spreads blue to the next two surrounding ones. It overwrites green, but it paints red purple. What happens if you click purple? It turns it back down to blue. Is it ultimate goal to make us all purple? I don't think we can make it all purple. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did with this. Well, I turned everything on and the keycard system, so I guess if we ever need to break a room again, that will maybe be useful. Right, well, we got a key. I guess we'll go either to the hallway or the den. Does it make more sense to go upwards this way, or does it make more sense to go to the right? I think it makes more sense to go to the hallway to the right. We're more likely to get more space, I think. Leads to a room of a colour of your choice. That's interesting. I don't have a use for it, I think, at the moment, so I think we'll just take the nook. We'll grab a key. Hold on. Is there something on this? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Billiard puzzle notes. Hold on a minute. You are giving... These notes are useful. What room is this? The nook. I just like saw the colours on the book and I was like, I bet there's more notes. Where's that? Where is a nook? Where are my nook notes? Here we go. So we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Billiard oh yeah, but someone mentioned the billiard room, right? Order of operations. I think this will probably make more sense when we see the billiard room. Sinclair has many secrets that he will take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all four sides. Oh, so even if we make it to the antechamber, it doesn't matter because it's sealed as a sealed room. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll take images of these notes. It'll probably be useful. You haven't seen this before. That's very funny. Oh, it's a rook. Another chess piece. What is this? This is chart and cart. We'll grab a key and we'll continue on. Courtyard. It's our first green room. Let's do it. Because they're meant to be synergistic with each other, right? These green rooms. Oh no, it's a security door. Oh, but we've... Does not appear to be powered on. Oh, we need to find a terminal to keep the doors open. Oh, these are both security doors. What? Okay, that's fine. We have a key, so we have another chance. I'm just seeing if there's anything of significant here. Right, so if we can find a terminal in any of the terminal rooms, we can get through the garden free of charge now. I guess that makes sense. The terminal resets every run. I bet you there's going to be something in the sky which is a secret, and we're going to have like one of these open floor rooms or something to actually find it in a run. Oh, shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. I don't know if we've seen anywhere where we can dig. Maybe outside there is, but... Okay, so we have to go back through the hallway. Is it better to go through the hallway or the den? Probably at this point the hallway, so we use fewer, I should say, steps. And just hope we have a room which goes to the right. Or we can get a dead end. How about that? Right, we don't have nearly enough gems. There's no point us getting more steps because we won't be able to do anything with those steps. So I guess we'll just do the lavatory because we haven't seen this room yet. It's a red room, which I find interesting. Which means it's a dangerous room somehow. Soap. What is this? It's like a pilot and a plot, I think. Let's see. Misc. I need to like sort out my folders. There's too many rooms. Pilot and plot is I. Pilot and plot. I. Okay. HSS. This is our great uncle, whatever his name was, Harry Sinclair or something. Okay. Well, there's nothing to do in this room, it seems. I think this run is done. Are there any... So we can't go through the courtyard because they're electronically sealed. So we need to find a terminal. None of these rooms have a terminal. The commissary... My notes for this game ended at 2.5k words and hundreds of screenshots. Wow. I mean, this looks like it should be significant. By the way, I've seen this mountain motif a lot throughout this some of these rooms. I noticed it in the dining room as well. So I assume that's significant. I assume these are significant because they're like all different colours, which is just like textbook. This must be an escape room clue. So yeah, I see. I'm well. Need to well prepare myself for the amount of screenshots we'll be taking. I think what we should do. I'm kind of sad about the commissary room. It has our sledgehammer, but it doesn't have it for free. For some reason, I thought when it said delivered, it'd be like, oh yeah, we'll just get it for free. But right. So we again have a lot of information. We just don't have a lot of ways to input that information. Is probably how I describe it. You know, I don't know where to interact with this information, and I think when we start finding that piece of a puzzle, it may help us a little bit. But for now, it's sort of just a bit of wandering. I assume that antechamber is the first main goal we have, and it's not going to unravel the entire story for us, but it's at least going to be somewhat interesting. What could VAC stand for? I don't know. Whoa. How did that turn white? Oh. What was going on? I don't know what my goal is of this. I'm gonna be real with you. So this can't turn purple, but this is just... No, it's not permanently white. So, is our ultimate goal to turn all of these lights white? So, everything goes from green. I wonder if purple's got an interaction with green, maybe. Doesn't seem so. It seems that when it goes in tiers from off, green, red, blue, purple, white. Clicking on white and purple downgrades them, it seems like most of the time. Blue spreads blue to the adjacent ones, which will colour red, purple. I don't really understand what makes it go from purple to white. Handwritten notes will be authenticity, also screenshots though. Handwritten notes is that's a very immersive way to do it. And if you are doing it, I'm very thoroughly impressed, to be honest. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? We might as well just turn everything red. So the last one we can always make purple, because otherwise it's impossible to get it to be purple. Now the question is, how do we make white spread? Because that spreads just by doing that. And these are all toggleables, except for the first position. So we can't spread the blue onto the white. Seeing as that's now untoggleable. Maybe we need everything to be off again. No, that doesn't force a purple. I think it's impossible for it to go off. I think there always has to be a blue now. Like, we have to use this property of the fact that nothing can be painted onto the white, presumably. I say not actually knowing if that's true or not. But it just kind of feels right, you know? Oh, I guess I'm white to blue there. That was interesting. I don't know why I did that necessarily. So if we do this, we can downgrade it to bring it back to purple. What is the point? What am I doing? We've only got a few minutes left. I don't really... We have a shovel. We don't have a gymnasium or darkroom or garage. I mean, this feels like there's some interaction between white light and something else, I'm guessing, which I don't know. Oh, that doesn't seem to do anything. That doesn't seem to do anything. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll come back with that with more information. We found a white light in there, but I don't really know what to do with it. Well, we have a shovel. Let's go outside. Is there anything to dig up with a shovel? Not that I really recall. Like, we can't even go out this way, can we? I wonder if we need a key. Where's that bridge though from the paintings? Why does that look so weird? Like, the focal length is tripping me up there. Okay, I think whatever exploration we'll have to do, we'll have to save it for next time. I don't think there's anything more that we can do at the moment. But colour me intrigued. Colour me blue for intrigued for blueprints. I'm not sure what any of it means or what I'm doing yet. There's a bird in that bird bath. But I must assume there's significance. I don't know how we open that. VAC? What could VAC stand for? It was VAC, right? Virtual something controls? Is that Valve anti-cheat? I don't know what we do with a shovel. I'm trying to like just look around, see if there's like dirt mounds or something to dig up, but I wonder if that's something like if we got more green rooms, we could do something where we can actually dig the stuff up. But apart from that, I think we'll just round off this day there. Not as an exciting a day as the other days we've had. The first day of exploring, the other days. I guess probably I cut myself off too early in this stuff. Maybe we should take advantage of the fact we can actually like spread out in all the different rooms early on, because it's very unlikely that the door will be locked or we'll run into a security door. Like, there's no point in doing corridor maybe this early. Maybe a corridor is something we should leave later on. I don't know. Always remains unlocked is interesting. That makes it sound like that doors can always be locked later. But for now, I think we'll have to call it there for blueprints, and we'll see what we have cooking next stream, which might be next Sunday. We'll have to see. And then I don't know. And then we'll figure out whatever. I suppose. Save and quit. It's intriguing. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure what to make of it yet, because I feel like I haven't seen most of it yet. It's all a black box of mystery. It's very confusing, unknown, one might say. But the thoughts and the thinking, we'll save that for next time, as we'll have a few minute break, and then we'll get to drawing the May thumbnail art for the streams, which we've not started yet. So get ideas ideating. But apart from that, I'll see you in about a few minutes. Hello again, everyone. Oh, actually, I need to mute myself again so I can actually move my drawing tablet without it being like... Okay, wonderful. There we go. Yeah, what an interesting experience Blueprints was. I'm fascinated. I don't know what any of us can mean, but that is not something that we need to concern... Oh, I forgot to put your hot one. We need to concern with us at the moment. For now, let's having a good time drawing. You can see these are the notes I took. Look at all these folders I got. Now for everything. Blueprints, notes. Excessive. Okay. I was also writing at such a weird angle, so my handwriting is so bad there. But no, for now we are going to be doing some of the thumbnail art for me. I'm not sure what I say hand drawn, yeah. I wasn't expecting to use a tablet Because normally what I do is I use a tablet as like a third monitor while I'm streaming, but it's like it's like a really like sheer right angle to me at the moment. So writing on it is really awkward. I did bring it down a little bit. Mermaid, that's true. We could do mermaid. I don't think we did anything about oceanic really last year. Mermaid. Okay. You know what? No, I'll go with that. No, let's run with it. What sort of... Also, hello, Radiant. Just popping in, dropping. Mermaid. Boom. Mic drop. Leave. What sort of framing do we want? We could go for the classic Little Mermaid sort of thing. You know, the rock. Like this. That's not how you draw is. What, like this? The problem with this is most of it's actually like cut off by the perspective. So maybe something like this. I feel like underwater is probably a bit more fun. I like drawing things underwater. If only Dee had like long hair to make it really feel ethereal, but I feel like we could do a fun pose here. Do a bit of foreshortening maybe. Wait, I'm just trying to think. Hold on, what do we do? A sort of like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Sort of pose. Oh, I can't even think how to do this pose. No, let's do it this way around. Just like a real casual like. Maybe it's like popping a bubble or something. Something like that. What else could we do? We could do like a sort of like cradled one. So like a diving into the water backwards, hand out, being like, yeah, come on, let's go. I'm not gonna draw a hand now, but something like that. Having it sort of splash round. Okay, it's a nice little whirlpool pattern. I don't know what this arm's going to be doing. I guess it'll... If you don't know, just like rest it on the chest or something like that. Jumping out? That could be a fun one. Like sort of... Oh god, this pose is an absolute nightmare. Like a sort of that thing. I'd probably rotate it a bit actually. I'm not sure if I do it like this. Maybe like a sunset or something. the river sun itself. Shimmering waves. It's a bit of a big cloud. Sploosh. Very much sort of depends on the vibe we're trying to go for. I would say certainly say for this one. I'm not a fan of this top left one. I think it's too zoomed out. I think the framing's not interesting. A top down one in the air. A top down one in the air, jumping out. So like breaching something. I don't like a splash coming from behind. It kind of looks like a superhero. It's like she's rocketing upwards. I'm not convinced I can make that one. Well, at least I can't envision how to make that one work, unfortunately, with my current skill set. There's something interesting. I kind of like the idea though of this type of pose. But I think I do like it more in the sort of going into the water direction. I guess I'm kind of like I'm kind of going in like the siren direction necessarily than mermaid. But I like the idea of this one sort of makes me think about dolphin meme. I don't know what that means. What was the one we did last time? We did a very sort of demure one. What did we do for March? I don't remember what we did for March. We did a cutesy one, didn't we? What was last year May's one? Was it the fairy one? In which case that's probably too similar a pose, I think, to this one. This top right one. I think I want to do... I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then maybe take in some of the framing of this one on the right. I like this sort of idea of it being like a singing sailors to a doom or something. A sketch. I sent you the meme. Okay, I'll have a look. People were redrawing it a lot. that dolphin meme. I have seen that one. I can only describe it as like, I don't know, a Lisa Frank sort of dolphin illustration, rainbows, sparkles, and everything. It's a very amusing idea. Okay, let's bring us out here. This posing reminds me a lot of what is that Nami skin in League? Is it Coven Nami? So I think I'll use that as an inspiration for the posing. I don't think I'll use that exact pose though, because I don't want it to look quite as sinister as that one does. Actually, it's not quite the same pose as I thought. I can't even think how to do this pose. Whatever. Yeah, maybe Nami in general was a good sort of guide, but I want it to be at least a little bit friendlier than the dark water depths that Coven Nami has. But I really like the idea of the tail framing the frame. I just kind of like things which frame the frame, hey? But I do want a sense of unease, I think. Both comfort and the discomfort roll together in one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, something like this. It'll be quite forward facing, I think. this now. The only thing I'm worried about is I feel like this might be a bit too far back, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll see. Slightly looking down the nose sort of expression. Like both cheerful and spooky. Just looking wrong direction. Okay. I'll start with that for now, then we'll see exactly where we'll go with this. As we have a neck sort of come out like this. And we're going to have to figure out a very difficult sort of posing. As this is going to be a weird amount of foreshortening. Which... Okay, let's think. Hold on. Shoulders out like this. Yes. Hello, James. Welcome in. What should we talk about today? Should we talk about Eurovision? Got voting here. James, seeing me as you're Dutch, maybe you'll know about Eurovision as well. It was a grand old time. I think this... I guess spoilers for Eurovision if you haven't watched it yet, so maybe if you haven't watched it then... I don't know what to do with this song. No, we'll think about it afterwards. I feel like it should be even higher up. Outraged by Switzerland? Yeah, I'm shocked Switzerland got 0 in the audience. Though. That was crazy. It was honestly like... I don't think it was it wasn't my favourite, but I was like, it's not 0 points worthy, in my opinion. I don't know what on earth happened, but I mean, maybe it just ended up being a lot of people's second favourite or something. But it was crazy. Congrats to Austria. I think, yeah, I was going to say, this is the first time in a while, I think, where my favourite performance actually won the entire thing. Because Austria, I was like, I think this is my favourite one. But it won, and I was like, yeah, nice. But I was thinking when I saw it, and I was like, if this wins, then this is gonna be the next meta for Eurovision, because I'm like, you know, that one, and Nemo's one from last year, just like these high sort of falsetto voices, dramatic lighting. It's gonna be the one. How high up do mermaid tails start? How long are mermaid tails? I know it seems a bit silly to ask about a fictional creature, but still. Start laughing at serving. I thought serving was a lot of fun, to be honest. I feel like her torso looks way too small here. Maybe it should be a bit longer. Shame it got censored. I don't even know it got censored. I don't know what a full version was like, but I can only imagine. Suddenly talking about Fraser and popped up. Yeah, I was surprised that people I was watching with, no one knew or very few people who knew that phrase. This foreshortening is crazy. It's going to make her tail look weird as heck. guess the table should probably come off screen a bit. Because we do want her to be reasonably big. Now, the hand is going to be the difficult part. Let's bring the arm out. Like this. And then we'll do a hand on a separate layer. Hand sketch. A lot of cool is funny. Which country? Albania had a very nice one. If that's the red dress I'm thinking of. Could have done Eurovision TV, that's true. I feel like that's something, if I actually streamed early in this month, it would have made more sense for me to do. I think it was Albania. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Albania. Who had the red dress. What does like a inviting hand gesture look like? I hate drawing it this way around. Okay, I need a reference to this. This is going to be impossible. I could try and do it without reference, but I don't see a reason to. I don't even know what I do. Like hand coming to camera. Yeah, something like this, I think. Is that the right hand? No, it's the wrong hand, isn't it? I want it in a more... a lot of these hands are just like, they look like we're about to grab the camera, which is not quite as inviting, so... I feel like it may be. Oh, I guess it doesn't have to be this way around. Wait, hold on. We can experiment with a hand thing a little bit. Why don't we have a hand come down instead of go upwards? You know, why restrict myself? Because we can see what it looks like. What if a hand was like this? Oh, I can't even see what I'm drawing right now. Hold on. This is like... Turn that down a little bit. Oh, look at it. This rough sketch doesn't make sense. This should be a circle. I don't know why I've made an oval. Getting confused of what hands even look like. What if she holds her hand out like this, like a sort of, not take my hand, but, I mean, it's also kind of like take my hand, but like a different vibe of take my hand, you know? These fingers can go back a little bit. I suppose it depends how sinister I want to make it feel. I don't know if I want to make it too sinister. We can even draw a hand here, like accepting it. I'm not sure. Let's Google something. Just around my bed of toys. I stayed up late because I watched some films on my watch list on a Canadian server. What did you end up watching? Okay, so that's hand idea 1. We have a hand which I think will probably look better, to be honest, but still, you know, it's worth exploring other options. kind of looks like this. This one comes out like this. It's probably a bit big. I don't like that sort of beckoning. They were streaming Reservoir Dogs and stream Fargo. Oh, Fargo made me think of me. In what way? Isn't Fargo a horror movie where someone gets like thrown into like a ice stripper, or am I thinking about a different one? Oh, you betcha. You betcha. Oh, you know. I don't really see what the relation with Fargo is, but if that's what you think. It's set in Minnesota, I see. You know what? I can't disagree with that, Ben. And it's like that the whole time. I do love a Minnesotan accent. Aw, geez, it was really a situation. I should watch it. I probably should watch it. It's a well-renowned film. But like with many well-renowned films, it's on a infinite to-watch list, which I will never get to. I think our thumb's a bit big, but I think that works. Let's watch some scenes from it, but it's funny. Is that a funny movie? I thought it was a horror movie. I do like this hand idea. Maybe we can save it for the other hand, actually. I don't know how exactly. Maybe she'll just sort of... She just like rests it. No, that doesn't really make sense. Get rid of that hand. It's gone. But yes, that'll be that hand. This hand. Or this arm in general, I suppose. Well, okay, maybe we can make a yandere-esque. That's a fun way to make it unsettling. Fun, quote, quote. Then we can give her psycho eyes. It's a black comedy, I would say. It's horrific stuff happening, but constantly they're like, oh, jeez. You betcha. What's that like? Hand pose I'm thinking of is like this. No, I don't think a finger goes out. How do wait, hold on, it goes like this? Okay, wait, the pinky needs to be further down then. And the fourth, the ring finger comes out here. And then it's a third finger up. Something like that? His jaw looks too big. Okay, that's fun. Why do I draw so many poses? Which, you see the underside of a head. I gotta stop doing this, because I don't like drawing this head pose. It's so awkward. So I'm not exactly sure where the arm should go for this. Looks like there's too much empty space over here. Have I done it before? And I need to look up my own previous drawings of D. Because this perspective is very confusing to me. Let me see. That's how I did it there. Okay. Actually, there's not many, but actually, like, look down. Hold on. Let's experiment. Because maybe it does actually look better if she looks down, because then it sort of leans into the curve a bit more. Nah, I think it looks better actually looking down. This makes it look more eerie, I think. Trying to think, what would this look like? I need like someone to like rotate a deer skull for me. That sounds insane. Because this angle is just like, it's so weird. I wonder if I should just cheat the angle and not actually draw it like properly in perspective. The neck is definitely too long, but that's fine. We can adjust it downwards. I think it looks okay like this. She looks kind of like a squirrel, though. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can find a good reference image. This sort of head angle. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, that's good enough. All right. Okay, now we gotta just like stretch our head out a little bit because it's too squashed. Another reference there. What am I doing? I completely forgot. I was trying to figure out his arm. I guess the arm should. We can do it like this, and it'll be okay. I don't know what we'll do here. It feels like there should be something here, but I'm not sure what. I guess we're kind of going like sea witchy, if anything. There we go. I think that certainly looks very sinister. Or unnerving. What do mermaids wear? I guess not a lot. Mermaid. It's always a seashell bikini thing. Scales, true. I like the idea of having I don't even know what it's called, but one of these sort of things which wrap around the arms like a... I always think of orihime. Sort of like watery veil. See through like dress. I can see it actually. I like that better than a seashell idea. We can make it like a chemise or something. I put a crown on her, but I'm not actually sure how. Maybe like a coral crown or something. Make us layered. Makes me think of jellyfish imagery. Jellyfish imagery. Interesting idea. I wonder how I can include that. I feel like when we... I like the idea that she's crying. I don't know why. But she's like, she's crying air, so like bubbles are flying up. Does that even make sense? I don't think that makes sense, but the concept of it is fascinating to me. Okay, turn this down. Let's do a sketch. We're almost certainly running over. White clear dresses, because they're floaty and ethereal. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just want to have a good idea of a mermaid crown though, or tiara. Seashells. Oh, maybe it should be like a seaweed veil. Because I think the obvious answer would be something very ethereal. Like it's a water one. But then if we make it seaweed, I was like, that seems a bit strange. You know? Kelp, yeah. It's like, oh wait, you're not a mermaid based off Fish from the Legends. You're like a... Is it called a kelpie? What is that? What's that mythological creature from Scotland or whatever which tries to drown people instead? It's like, no, you're based on a different mythological creature. It is kelpie. Wonderful. I think kelpie... Are kelpies like horses or something? They look like water, very watery horses. That's how I picture them in my mind. I don't actually know if that's true. These ear sizes seem a bit wrong. This ear should also probably be a bit further around. Now I'm looking at it. This one should probably be a bit thinner at the back as it twists away. It's almost a shame that Dee doesn't have any ethereal floaty things like hair to make it look very otherworldly. This is too strong. I can see it too much. Maybe she should have her eyes completely open. That makes it even more unnerving. Oh, maybe we should make her like an anglerfish, actually. Maybe that's more thematic. They look like where horses they often transform once sat on. I see. Okay, just make it just out a bit. Okay, there we go. Getting there, getting there. Probably what I'll do is I'll shorten torso a little bit as well. Get this tail whipping round. Get the reference D out of here. Proportions seem off. I need to remember. Okay. Let's get his hand in here. Something slightly up still. Maybe it's his headers. Yeah, it looks like it was leaning. I'll change ear position slightly. Look a bit more. It's like a tilted head. Pose, let's think about point that forward a bit more. Flatten out that neck. And to actually make it look like she's looking at us. It's a bit too far to the right. She looks so sad. You wouldn't want to make her sad. Join her in the depths of the ocean. That'd make her so, so happy. Her head is still tilted, weirdly. Skewed, that's a better word. Obviously it's meant to be tilted, but... Okay. Okay, there we go. Refine sketch. Let's get some refined clothes. I don't think I said a word for like the past 10 minutes. We'll run over a little bit, but that's okay. Methinks. This is my take on the mermaid seashell bikini thing. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. And then a wonderful floating out. Ethereal. Layer. Might look a bit more squid-like, actually. Oh, I need to sneeze. Ah. Okay. I like the idea that it's a lantern light, which she disguised as a tiara. Love that. I like the shape here because it almost looks like a broken heart. Right, we can do it like this. And then make waves. A wavy part here. Solidify that uncertainty. That's better for the clothing section. It's like, believe me, I am this underwater princess. Some extreme waterproof makeup. Oh, that's an interesting idea. What if we make it run? I didn't even think about that. That's why. Oh, she could. I've got to make a note. Black tears because it's mascara. I like a dress of what to call it by design. Thank you. Or what to call it design. In my mind, it's kind of like a chemise. So maybe that would be a. Okay. I kind of wonder about the short, but unsure. I don't know why. I think fabric being close to the camera lens and floating on the left could be good. Floating on the left. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure how to incorporate it though. Unless she's like wrapped up in a in a like an ethereal floating thing. I wonder if that would look any good though. If anything, I would want to make this tail bigger because I want this to like be blocked off. Essentially. Put a veil on a separate layer. So I'm not exactly sure what it will look like. Put it in red, like it's a background. do want to make it look like this is ethereal, but it's actually just seaweed or kelp. So I guess we should make it sort of like bulge in and out simultaneously rather than wiggle. Just as something sad to my translucent white fabric underwater. Very true. Very difficult to draw. It might be difficult to incorporate that with a mermaid design though. Seeing as the tail is kind of, unless she's wearing a dress on it. I guess we could. Could we make that work? I feel like I'm more inclined to do like the dress underwater as a different, save that aesthetic for something different where it's more of a focus of it. I'm not convinced that it would look as intended with this. Long fins. Yeah, I could kind of see it with long fins. Well, the fins are sort of, there's not enough space of them on this canvas anymore. I've kind of put them into the heart shape above here. I'm actually not sure if I like these sort of wavy fins I put on initially. Let's go back to that. Make that heart shape a bit clearer in a sense. We can even probably use the veil to fill in the gaps. Oh no, we can't over there. Kind of see, you can see, kind of see this heart shape here. Broken heart. Okay. I think if we want it to be really fun, we can put some evil eyes here, which would be difficult to notice. Actually, let's make this veil go slightly less outwards, I think. And we'll put some sinister eyes staring him. Kind of like she herself is the false light of the actual true anglerfish. This beast down here. She's an anglerfish on top of an anglerfish. Sort of thing. Or maybe it'd be better just to have some like very faint teeth in the background. Like it's a you're about to be devoured sort of thing. Could be an interesting idea. Okay, the veil should not be on this layer. It can be refined clothes. Maybe I'll put it in green actually. What? That's not green. Because I can't imagine there's much of a foreground for this one anyway. So it's background you can't see. Turn off a rough sketch. These refined clothes. Let's put some scales on here. Okay, yeah. And then some sort of bubbles. Okay, I think I can work. Run a little bit over quickly. Let's do the colour layer. We're out of time. Like SpongeBob. Oh, like the worm thing. Yeah, I can see that. The film, I think, where there is a grandma or cookie lures attached to a monster. I don't even know if I really understand what that means. But fair enough. Okay, so this is background shading. Can't see what I'm shading in. Super white. Multiply layer. Shade everything in. That looks like a tangent. I'll fix that next time. Ah! Shading. Dang, you're almost done here. Thought you were too busy on Sundays. Recently has been very busy, which is why I've not really been streaming. I can only apologise for that. But today I was like, I haven't streamed in ages. I should stream. We'll make it work. Whatever ends up happening. But what type of creature is she? So the prompt is mermaids, I suppose, because it's May. But the ideation is that she is some sort of false mermaid, is perhaps I don't know. Like originally it was gonna be Siren, now it's kind of like made into like an anglerfish, like a fake mermaid princess. I suppose you can invent your own lore for it of who she is and what she's doing. My idea is that she is an anglerfish lure for a bigger deep sea creature, which I guess she feeds, or maybe she's not even real, I don't know. But yes, I'm sorry that this is basically the stream is about to end very, very soon after this. So unfortunately, I'll be missing a bit of the usual chatter that we may usually have. That's pretty good. What if I want to have it just slightly bigger? You lose a heart pose if you do that. I'll probably shift everything slightly to the left, but not a huge amount. Okay, wonderful. Mixing things together a bit. Heard of water, do big fangs too, yes. Because sea creature. We check earlier, but had to sleep. Had to get sleep. That's fair enough. Heard it. Wait. A water deer. Water deer. With big fangs. Oh, I didn't even know this was the thing. I see. That's an interesting idea. I guess we could give her fangs. I didn't see why not. I don't know. Are there any lines which we need to remove? I think this is probably enough of a concept. I think that's fine. Text. May 2025. Ain't gonna know this. Is that fudging anglefish trying to talk back to me? I imagine a deep southern drawl for that. Is that fudging anglefish trying to talk back to me? I have no idea what that is a reference to. Unfortunately, let's see. May. The good thing is there's a lot of dead space. There's a lot of blank space, I think, in this thumbnail art, which makes it a lot easier to actually write out the title and have, well, space for it, compared to a lot of the previous ones where we've had no room whatsoever. Let's make it a bit thicker, maybe. Wonderful. Did you ever check out the songs I sent you? But I checked out one of them. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think I've checked out the others. Oh, it's a Pentious impersonation. Oh, Sir Pentious. I don't really remember what Sir Pentious sounds like. One of the Magnus Archetype creatures heavily themed from my anglerfish. I can see that. I see very sort of like creepy horror elements creeping in. Making it very interesting. Hold on, let me save this thumbnail out before I read the rest of whatever is going on. But yes, I did check out one song. I can't remember what it was though. Which one it is off the top of my head. I do need to check out the others at some point. But I liked it one. It was a good vibe from what I recall. So British. Sounds southern to my British ears. No, so it's actually British. It doesn't sound British at all. I don't even know what that means. Like he's meant to have a British accent, but he doesn't. Or... Look back, let me know what it was. Wish I'd get some singing these last seconds. I would sing a song if I remember how it goes, but I don't remember. I remember listening to it being like, oh, this is a nice vibe. I'll have to find it again. I'll listen to them at some point. I'll try and listen to them before next week, so then I'll actually be able to comment on them properly. I think my quote is British, but you did it with a southern accent. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, okay, I see where the confusion comes from. The words don't sound British, I guess. Probably was a Alina Barras. I'd probably recognise it by the YouTube video. Or the one I watched. Obviously I can't play it on stream. Was it Alina Barras? So I remember... In my mind, I remember it was like a very sort of blue video. I think I watched a lyric video or something. I don't know how to find it again. What could I sing? I don't even know what I could sing. poor unfortunate souls. I can't remember the lyrics. Something in need. I see you've been looping through albums, dear. It's Brat Dear Summer Scene. Yeah, I started, you know, I was looping a bit through Charlie XCX for a while. I was a little bit late to the Brat Summer. I mean, I think I was brought up because of MSMX, actually. I can't remember exactly how the conversation went, but I started listening after one of the streams and went, you know what? I should listen to this more. And then I just listened to Charlie XCX on shuffle on Spotify for a while. One year, never too late. Let's go. How's 360 go? When I look in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you look in the mirror, you're just looking at me. Da 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 da. So, Julia. Something like that. Bump of that. Bump of that. I don't know the lyrics as well enough. Hold on. Drop down, yeah. That's it. Put the camera flash on. So stylish. Baby T's all gone. Drop down, yeah. Looking like an icon. What angles? Yeah. Yeah, 360. When you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, so you're looking at me. I'm everywhere. I'm so Julia. I sing Austria song? I can't remember how Austria song goes. Just like some opera thing, isn't it? The range of vocals with Latvia's. Which one's Latvia's? Oh, Latvia's was the Axolotls, wasn't it? Latvia Eurovision 2025. Stop me on Axolotls. It was what I thought of when I saw them. I was like, whoa, axolotl headdress. Axolotls are cool. We like axolotls. Bump of that. Bump of that. I'm not sure how many of the Eurovision songs I can even remember how they go this year. To be fair, I guess I only listened once, so I need to listen to him again. Anyway, I guess I'll talk about Eurovision and Animal Crossing anyway. I need to go listen to them anyway. Tier them. Figure out exactly what goes where. But for now. Estonia's must too. Oh yeah, the espresso macchiato one, right? This stream is sponsored by Fontasia. All eyes on you with a new peacock line. Espresso, espresso, no espresso. What a vibe Eurovision is. Anyway, let's wrap the stream up here. We've run on long enough. So if you have been watching, thank you very much, everyone. Hope we see each other again in the next stream, whenever it may not be. Hopefully next week, we'll see. So until next time, I'll say bye-bye for now. Stop stream. Message. Thank you. Or, oh, I can't type all for coming along. And that's that. Bye-bye.